Greetings, friends. I'm just waiting on some people to get on. See if I can move it up a little closer. Oh, let's see. Okay. Greetings, friends. I just want to say thanks to all for your condolences for my cat. I'm just waiting on for a few people to get in. Just a few more. All right, so I'm going to get started. I'm not going to be on long. I had got a late start, but I wanted to just do this and get it out the way. Let's see. Okay. Just trying to see if more people are going to get on because I have a lot to say. But again, thank you for your condolences. Yeah, my cat was with me for, I would say he was with me for about 14 years, 14 and a half years. So yeah, he was a senior cat. He was an older cat. I recommend most people should get a cat because I feel like cats are like a protective shield in your home. And I feel that the cats ward off like bad energy. What is this right here? Let's see, what is this? I don't know what that is. I don't want to push it. Let me see what that is. Hang on 1 second. Let's see. Oh, good. Oh, it's easy. Let me see if I can add that on there. It's not letting me do it. I don't know if it'll let me do it. Okay. Oh, it's not letting me add it. I don't know. It's not letting me add it. It's all good. I don't know. What did I do wrong? I don't know. Let me try it one more time and see. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. Anyway, so let me get started. Okay, so as I was saying, thanks to all for your condolences for my little boy cat, Creamy. He was with me for 14 and a half years. So, I mean, yeah, he was a senior cat. So a lot of times older cats, sometimes you have to be, I would say overprotective. I think I was too overprotective of him because I never let him go outside. So, I was telling my husband, I'm like, I never let the cat go outside. I don't understand how he got sick, but he was an older cat, so that's what happens. Yep, sometimes that's what happens. Let's see what that is. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm just waiting for a few more people to come on in so I can say all the stuff I have to say. All right. Okay, so we're going to get into it because I can't be on here late. I'm just waiting for a few more people to get on. waiting for a few more people to get on. And then I'll get started. Happy Friday. I don't even know what this is. I don't know. Okay. All right, so we're going to get into it. I'm just going to wait for a few. Just come on in. Come on, chime in. Let me see what's going on. Let's see. I know it's a lot of people live tonight. It's Friday. But I got a few words that I have to say. So let's see what we need to see. Okay, so I'm going to just get started. Anyway, as I do my lives, I always tell people, you have to watch your kids. If they're an inspiring actor, athlete, you want to be able to watch them to make sure that no one is trying to manipulate them in any kind of way. And if they have like a calling on their life, or if they have something that a lot of other people don't have, protect them. And because a lot of people can be looking at your child as a meal ticket. They could be looking at them as a meal ticket. And you just got to watch these men, women, aunties, uncles, grandparents. If you got kids you raising, please watch your kids. Especially if you see that they got a bright future. And especially if they have an opportunity to be great. Watch your kids. You want to protect them. You want to make sure that no one is trying to manipulate them in any kind of way. The world that we're living in now is we're living in a world where we have so many people that are desperate for their papers. Maybe they want their citizenship. You got people that are desperate where they just need somebody to help them. And with this immigration thing, you got people that's desperate to stay here in this country. You just have to be really careful. Watch your kids and make sure you find out what people believe in. I mean, that could be anybody. It doesn't matter what race you are, because everybody's very spiritual now. Very, very spiritual. But you want to be able to watch your children. Watch who they date. Watch who they have around them. My mother used to always tell me and my sister and my brother, like, we had to be careful, but we didn't really understand what she meant. And as I've gotten older, I used to tell my mom, oh, Mom, I have this issue, I have that issue. And I used to tell her that I was a victim. And I was a kid. I was like, Mom, I think they're this way, they're jealous, they're this. My mom was like, who's going to be jealous of you? She used to say that to me. And then as she got older, she got a chance to see it for herself. She was like, now I see what you're talking about. So, even as a mature older woman, I feel like even if you have a calling on your life, you have to protect that. But what's even most is that beauty is what babies get for free. So that means if you have a kid that is inspiring, protect them. Teach them. Get them a spiritual advisor, or get a pastor in the church, or somebody that's an elder, somebody that can speak life over them, pray over them. Because I'm going to tell you, they hook up with the wrong person, their life could be shortened. So you have to be very careful of that energy. Okay, so the Spirit got a lot to say. And let me say this. I had the last video I tried to add on YouTube, and it was like, it wouldn't let me add it. I was like, what? Because it was like 2.5 hours long, and the other one was like 5 hours. So all that stuff will be on YouTube. I'm going to try to put it on there tonight. But because of the little situation with me losing my little cat, I had to deal with that. So I'll be able to add everything on. But let me just say this to you. If you are a pet lover, if you love animals, it doesn't have to be a cat. I happen to like cats. I like dogs too, but I like cats. And maybe that's probably because I'm a Leo. Most Leos like cats, I think. But let me tell you this. I made the mistake because my cat was due for his checkup. And I didn't take him. And you have to make sure you pay attention to like little signs. Like I didn't know if your animal was sneezing a lot, that's a sign of a health issue. So just make sure, be mindful. If you have a pet that you love, that you care about, if you see any signs of anything that seem abnormal, if you notice that they're not eating, or if you notice that they're sneezing, or they're doing stuff that you never seen them do before, don't ignore it. Like me, I didn't think anything. I'm like, oh, my little cat is sneezing. Okay, maybe he's allergic to something. But come find out, it was something that was going on that I couldn't see. And when I called the veterinarian, he was like, oh, bring him in for a checkup. But it went away. And then it came back. So whatever it was, it went away and it came back. But like I said, let me say this. Anytime anyone has an animal, even if you have a pet or a dog or whatever, you can have a rat, I don't know, whatever type of animal you like, a hamster or whatever, or a bird, you have to give them unconditional love. Like my cat, he the only cat I know that ever had his own place, because when I would travel, he would be at home mostly by himself. So he's the only animal that I've ever seen that had his own apartment, his own place. So yeah, so I remember when he was little, I could leave him at home. One thing about them, they're so independent, you can leave them by themselves, and he was good. So I think the newer place that me and my husband moved to, I think something happened where maybe he was allergic to something in the air or something. I don't know. Because cats can get viruses just like humans. Let's see. All right. I want to try to start from where Let me just say this. If you have somebody trying to mimic you or trying to dummy you down, like with the fact that you are a spiritual person, just ignore them. I mean, you know that you are the CEO of your life. You can hire and fire anybody you want. If you make a decision to not work with somebody no more, you got that choice and you got that right. So just know that. And people try to outdo the master. Like if you're a real spiritualist and you know what your abilities are and what you know how to do, you're going to be unfazed with anybody that sent anything to you. You're going to be unfazed when people trying to be hateful in the spiritual realm and trying to do all these evil things. You're going to be unfazed about it, because you're going to start realizing that, okay, well, they got their little tactics. It's okay. But usually when somebody's trying to do something hateful to you, it's because they're trying to stop you from something. And a lot of times people don't realize when somebody's trying to stop you from something, it means you have a great calling on your life. So you have to be very mindful of that and realize if someone is trying to send these spiritual daggers at you, they're trying to stop you from something. So you got to understand, usually when people try to stop you from something, it's because you have a great calling on your life. If I had a choice, I would be on TikTok all the time. But I mean, I can't do it all the time. And not even that, I just don't have the energy. But I only come if I have a spiritual word for someone. But if I'm just going to go over what I said again. You can't outshine the master. You cannot do that. A lot of people are really trying to outdo the master. I think it's a spiritual law. I think the 48 laws of power is like, don't outshine the master. Something about the master. A lot of people are trying to take on what you've done and what you created and trying to use it as their own. It's almost like they're like a fake, like what they call it, a charlatan, like a person that is trying to take on something that you created, but they're trying to make it their own. So you got to keep in mind, real did not recognize real until fake showed up. So even if somebody tried to come and try to undermine a situation, try to make it look like, they're doing this and doing that, just ignore it. Because if you ignore it, I guarantee you, they'll be able to see you do some some magical, wonderful things with your life, but you got to ignore them because they want to be in competition with you. They want to be competitive with you. And it says right here, you are the blueprint. You can't outdo the master. So whoever this is, they're trying to like outdo you. They're like, oh, I'm going to see what I can do to see. Let me tell you something. That mind control energy only works on the weak. But when you are spiritually protected and you have the anointing and you have that spiritual protection, even if they try, they could try. But it does not work on you. They may try to see if, oh, let me see if this is working. They may check your page. Oh, let me see if it's working on it. When you cut ties with people, you really have to cut it off. Like if you know that somebody disrespected you, maybe tried to take advantage of you, you cannot let people cipher your energy. You cannot let people cipher your energy. You cannot let people try to make it where it's all about them. A lot of these people got mental issues that are getting spiritual help. And a lot of them are angry because they can't control the dynamics. So a lot of them are angry. They're mad because they can't fix this. They can't, and then they want somebody else to fix it. And a lot of them don't even want to do the work to fix themselves. So I truly believe, anyone that is a spiritualist or you're an empath or you are a tarot reader, whatever you're into, I recommend try to sign a disclaimer if you are out here helping people, because some of these people are doing it to themselves. You know, a lot of people are doing all this evil work, all this evil stuff, but then they want you to come and save the day. And they the main ones that's doing it to themselves. So you got a lot of people that's out here because they want to control everything. And because they want to control everything, what you have to do, you ignore them. Anybody that come to me with the same problems, and they keep coming to me with the same problems, I graciously refer them to someone else that knows more than I know. Because you'll have somebody that'll try to suck the life out of you. They'll keep asking you for help. They'll keep, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do a reading? First of all, a lot of people don't know this. You don't supposed to get a reading all the time. You're supposed to get it every 21 days. Usually you get it every 21 days. You figure the only thing can change in your life if you change the way you think. That means, let's say for instance, if you change the way you think about the situation that's going on in your life. Let's say you don't like what's going on. You can change the scenario. You can change everything by the way you think. I had a young lady that came in earlier to the shop to buy some items, some products. And I don't never sell nobody something that I know they can't use. I never do that. I would never do that. And when I opened this shop almost 7 years ago, I used to have a shop like this in Kentucky. Let me say this to you. Only a desperate idiot would sell people something they can't use. So when a person come here to the shop, I'll say, you know what? We'll sit down. I'll ask them, I say, well, what's the problem? Maybe you can fix it yourself. So what I do, I graciously give them a reference book, several reference books. And I said, well, maybe you can fix it yourself. Because if I do it, it may cost you a little. It may cost you a lot. But if you do it yourself, it's free. So what I do is I am not about the money grab. If somebody called me and say, Sandi+Oshun, can you help me? I will tell them how they can help themselves. And I will recommend that they should pray about it first before they take action. Because you can change anything within 24 hours to 48 hours if you calm down and let everything smooth itself out. A lot can change within 24 hours to 48 hours. So what I always like to tell people to do, pray about it first. Because sometimes, when we're emotional, we can get upset and we want to be like, oh, I want to do this. I always tell people, when you project different things, you can't undo it. You can't. And a lot of times people will be like, well, can you do this? How do you do this? I don't believe in hurting people, and I don't believe that someone should take away someone's free will. I think self-love is the best love. If you work on yourself, you can have everything. Because there's a lot of people who don't love themselves. And you know what? They don't want you to love yourself. So you have to be mindful of that. Some people don't love themselves, and they hate the fact that you love yourself. So, I don't know if you want to give them a progress report, because that might piss them off. But when you pop out on their ass, put your foot on their necks. Let them understand that you mean business. Because see, when you're not like them, that means you're not the same. Your driving force in life is not their driving force in life. So they're in a competition by themselves. If you're not in competition with them, then they're in competition by themselves. Remember that. Keep that in mind. We are not the same. You got to tell them that we are not the same. So come on in, because I got so many great things to tell you. I'm going to go over what I said before. If you have a child, a teenager, athlete, actor, ballerina, singer, if they are an inspiring, great talent in the world, protect them. A lot of these young men and a lot of these young women are losing their destinies by who they date. They're losing their destinies by who they date. And I won't stop talking about it. Every time I get an opportunity to go live, I will tell somebody, watch your kids. I don't care if they're grown in their 20s or 30s. If you're still alive and you pray over your son. Pray over your daughter. Because somebody might be looking at them to completely sucker punch their ass. I remember my nephew. I have a nephew. He's into acting. Very handsome. He's Middle Eastern and black. Very, very handsome. Oh my God. If you saw him, you'd be like, wow. Very handsome. And I remember when I lived in Kentucky, I paid for his modeling pictures. And very handsome young man. And he had this one chick from another country who went and married him and didn't want us to know about it. She needed her papers and didn't tell us. He didn't tell us, so he went and married her and to help her get her papers. So the thing about it, sorry about that. The thing about it, you have to be very mindful, because your son or your daughter could end up hooking up with somebody that's praying for them to marry them so they can get their citizenship and ain't telling you. And the person don't even love them. They don't even want them. I mean, like if I was single and if I wasn't married, you got to be married to the person for 5 years. If I had to marry somebody so they can get their citizenship, it would be $10,000 per year. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That means if you got to be married to somebody for 5 years and it's an arranged marriage, you can get 50 grand. Yep. You got to, people ain't telling nobody that. Y'all marrying these foreigners to help them get their papers. Look, you could charge whatever you want, because the person really probably don't even want you. They just want their papers. I would charge 50 grand if I was you. I would be like, look, we gonna get married. Look, you might fall in love with them. Y'all might have a family. You never know. But you got to go to all those meetings with them. You got to go to all those interviews with them. You got to go to all those meetings and all those interviews. And guess what? You better be happy in those pictures, because they won't approve those papers, not even the green card. So you might need to take some acting classes as well. I need to take some acting classes. Shit, I need to be an actress. I think I would be a good actress. Yeah, but anyway, so we're going to get back to the other part. Men, women, aunties, uncles, grandparents, watch your kids. If you see that they have potential in their life, you must protect them. Because see, the women, the men, gay, straight, woman or man, woman, woman, man, man. Sometimes you got to protect your kids, because if you don't, somebody is going to take them for a ride of their life and they will lose their opportunity. That means if they're an actor, if they're a model, singer, or athlete, the person sometimes they just like, oh, I'm so glad I'm with an athlete. Oh, I just always wanted to marry an athlete. What if the athlete get injured? What if the athlete can't play no more? Did you think of that? That means when you're with that type of person, you're going to have to take care of him. Everybody wants to be with, oh, I want to be with this person. I want to be with that person. I remember I had this one, I used to have like older mentors. And I remember this one chick told me when she was younger, she used to go star fucking. Like look for celebrities to fuck. They call it star fucking. Just to put a notch on her belt to say she fucked that celebrity or she fucked that celebrity. Do you understand? It's people out here who think that shit is cute because they out here star fucking. They don't even care. They're like, oh, I just want to say I had hooked up with that dude. I hooked up with that guy. Or I hooked up with her. And I used to date her. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, if God bless you, we all gonna get old and gray. We all gonna get tired. And we all gonna, and by the grace of God, you're drinking water and getting sleep. But people ain't understanding one thing. One thing and one thing only. You have to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your mental health. And you got to take care of your health. And, you know, I've had people say, oh, Sandy, you gained weight, da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, guess what? When I gain weight, everything gets bigger. So it doesn't matter. But one thing about losing weight, that's the easiest thing you can do. But people with nasty attitudes, they need to put that in check. Because, see, the thing about it is that you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, you might get surprised. That's why when you cut people off, cut them off. Don't be like, oh, let's be friends again. Anybody I cut off, they can't hang out with me no more. That's because they did something that I didn't like. They cannot be in my good graces. So let's finish up. So the Spirit is saying something about crayons. Something about crayons. I don't know what that means. Maybe it could mean colors. Crayons. I don't know. Maybe something with crayons. I don't know if someone needs to get crayons for their kid or for preschool or for grade school or I don't know. But it's saying something about crayons. And then it's saying something about, the Spirit is saying something about a bridge will collapse. So something about a bridge is going to collapse. But it's saying a bridge will collapse again. The last time a bridge collapses because a freight boat ran into it in somewhere in Maryland. I don't know. But the Spirit is saying something about a bridge is going to collapse. So be very mindful, be careful when y'all driving over these bridges like in Jersey. Because when the Spirits talk to me, they tell me stuff and they tell me locations. If you go on my YouTube page, half of the stuff, wait a minute. All of the stuff I said came true. All of it. I'm a prophetess. I have the gift where I can hear the voice of the divine speaking to me directly. It's almost like God is talking to me directly himself. So when I speak to people and when I have a word, everything I've said, it came true. All of it. Exactly like what I say. If you go on my YouTube page, Sandi+Oshun, the spiritual guru on YouTube, you can see some old videos where I literally predicted all this stuff. I predicted pregnancies. I predicted all kinds of stuff, even with some of the TikTok people and all kinds of, I literally predicted a lot of stuff before it even happened. But that's okay. And it doesn't matter because I got a lot of stuff to say today. Okay, and this is fresh. Today is Friday. Here in Michigan, it's 10:49. All right, so it's saying that a bridge will collapse. So be careful when y'all in Jersey. They're not maintaining these bridges like they're supposed to. A lot of these bridges are very old. This is the first time I've ever came up with a message like this. So the Spirit is saying, be careful. A bridge is going to collapse. Hopefully you ain't on the bridge when it collapses. So it's saying, be careful, and be careful when you're driving and driving across that bridge. It's saying a bridge is going to collapse. They should have already built a new one. I don't understand. If they know it's old, fix it. They got these people that's call themselves securing the bridges and everything. But come on, if a bridge is 100 fucking years old, it's gonna collapse. I mean, no matter what. I mean, you can go online. They don't even let you know about all the bridges that collapse. You know why they don't want to tell people? Because they don't want to scare people. You can go online, Google all the bridges that have collapsed. They don't want you to know because you're gonna be afraid to drive over them. Every time I drive over a bridge, no matter where I'm at, no matter where I'm traveling, I pray over the bridge. I pray when I get on the bridge, when I'm driving over the bridge, I pray. Because I'm going to tell you right now, some of these bridges are 100 years old and they ain't letting nobody know that they got a company that repairs these bridges. But what about the stability underneath? It decays. It decays. And they not telling people that. So I'm letting you know right now, I'm begging you, be careful when you drive over these bridges, okay? Please go online and do your research. It will show you some of these bridges in different cities that have collapsed, and they don't even put it on the news. They don't even want you to know. So be careful. But it's saying there's a couple of bridges, and it may be just one bridge that's going to collapse. It say another bridge is going to collapse again. The last one was in Maryland. You can Google it, YouTube it, whatever. It'll show you. But a freight train, why did I say a freight train? A freight boat or whatever, freight boat crashed into it. So that's why. But if you see the video, you'll see how unstable the bridge was. I mean, if you look at the video, you're going to see how unstable. The way they crashed into the bridge, it was like the bridge was made out of like some cheap ass material. You can see the old fucking like video because someone recorded and put it online. But it was in Maryland. And that weekend, ironically, I was supposed to go to a house music event. And it was in Maryland. And I told my dude, I was like, you know what? I wanted to go to Maryland to that event. And by the grace of God, I'm glad I didn't go. I could have been on that bridge. So, Spirit is saying a bridge will collapse in Jersey or New York. So don't be surprised if this happens, okay? But earlier today, my spirit was saying it's going to be closer to the Bronx. Something about the Bronx area. I don't know why. Because, they got a bridge that when you go to the Bronx, it's a way. I used to live in New York. So there's a bridge where you can take it from, I think it's from like, it goes from New York to the Bronx. I don't know if it's the Washington Bridge. It's a bridge that kind of cuts over where you can go this way or that way. I don't remember because, I go there when I can. Okay, so it's saying that, ICE, the next place ICE is going to deport people, they're going to be in New York. They're going to Idaho, and they're going to Iowa, Indiana, and Kentucky. So anybody that's listening to me, if you got any family that's in New York, ICE is coming to New York. And they're going to do a sweep all through all the barrels. So the Spirit is saying ICE is going to New York. ICE is going to Idaho, Iowa, Indiana, and Kentucky. So all I can say is that when this happens, don't be surprised because what they're going to do is they're going to set up something to make it where the people come in. Act like they're giving something away, or they're going to be doing something just to get you in. And they're going to get your ass. So they're saying they're going to do a lot of deport. They're going to deport a lot of people. A lot of people. And they don't even care where you're from. You can be, if you don't have your shit together and your green card, or you ain't, Look, find you somebody to marry real quick. Hopefully they ain't got no criminal record. And just get married to somebody. Y'all can work out a payment plan. But it's saying ICE is going to New York City, somewhere in New York, because New York they got 5 boroughs. They got Queens, they got Long Island, they got the Bronx. I used to live in the Bronx and I lived in Brooklyn. They got Brooklyn, they got Harlem and Manhattan. All I can tell you is don't play no games. If I was you, I wouldn't even be in New York right now. Go somewhere else. But they saying they're going with places where there's a highly population of different people from different cultures. And you know, and I know, if anybody know anything, New York is like a melting pot of different cultures. They trying to get them all. Trump ain't playing with nobody now, so y'all better be careful. Also, so Idaho, Iowa, Indiana, and Kentucky. Look, I have no reason to make this up. This is what the Spirit told me. If you go on my YouTube page, you'll see. If you go on there, have all the stuff I said already came to pass. Everything. I just haven't posted my other videos. Oh, you're gonna be shocked when you hear that. One is like 5 hours long. The other one, TikTok cut it short. They made it like, it was 2 hours. They made it like 40 something minutes. But that's okay. I'm gonna repeat all that stuff too. Okay, so it's saying that, so if you know somebody to live in New York City, Idaho, Iowa, Indiana, and Kentucky, they're gonna be deporting people. They're gonna be setting up spots so they can get them. They already know who they are, so they're just waiting on them. So just be careful. So that means if you live in some areas and you know you ain't got your papers, either somebody's gonna tell on you to get you deported, or you need to just marry somebody and try to get your papers. Look, I'm all about letting you stay here in this country. Please, you know, I'm all about love and light. If you can get your papers, just stay here in this country. Just don't let nobody, if you ain't ready to go back to your country, find somebody to marry you. You know? I'm sure they'll understand the situation. Okay, so the Spirit is also saying a celebrity wish so bad that they can sue you. The only reason they can't sue you is because they don't have enough proof. So it's saying that a celebrity wish they can sue you. They wish they could sue you. A celebrity who's mad at you for having a voice. They don't like the fact that you talking. And they got a problem with you. Look, if I ever said something to piss some celebrities off, hey, I want to make a truth. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. You know? If I said something you didn't like, take it up with God. Because my spirit speaks directly through me. And you got to take it up with God. But me in real time, I apologize. I can't speak for God. But I apologize in my natural form. But when God speaks to me, it's the direct spirit. If anybody saw half of the stuff I said, everything I said came exactly the way I said it. I said, somebody's going to have a made-up beef with somebody. Somebody's going to get pregnant by a celebrity. Somebody's trying to get pregnant by a celebrity for a money grab or for whatever they wanted to do to try to get money out. I said all that, and it all came to pass. And I said that back in July. And a lot of other stuff I said came to pass. So it doesn't even matter. The point is that if I offended someone, I apologize. I'm just the messenger. I'm not trying to make a beef with somebody. First of all, I'm a spiritual girl. I don't wish bad upon nobody. I don't think negative about anybody. I'm about love and light. Like, if someone does something to me and sends some negativity to me, the only thing I do is pray and just ask God to forgive them. See, when someone sends something evil to you or someone is projecting negativity to you, you can ask God to forgive them. And what I do is I say, you know what, God, I forgive them. They know not what they do. Because they really don't. They're just mad because you don't want to have nothing to do with them no more. Or you don't want to have nothing to do with them at all. So they want your life to be just as miserable as theirs. And when they see it's not working, which they're going to see it's not working, you just look at it for what it is, because they're just desperate. They're trying to get a reaction out of you. So if you got somebody that's mad because you cut their ass off and you got somebody mad because you don't want them in your energy no more, that's on them. They got to take that up with God. But you'll have people that are intentionally try to send negative spiritual daggers to you to try to hurt you, because they think, oh yeah, well, who does she think she is? She doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Oh, I'm going to do this. But when they see it's not working, it's only going back to them and their family. So what you do is just ignore them and forgive them. Because by you sin and return to sin and all that other shit, that don't mean nothing. The most powerful thing you do is have God to intercede. If you know you ain't done nothing to nobody, and they send negative shit to you to fuck with you, or you know you ain't done nothing wrong, you say, you know what, God, I forgive them. They know not what they do. Let God handle the situation. Even if you the baddest of all spiritualists. Like, I think I'm the baddest of all spiritualists. But why would I use my energy to crack the whip on somebody? For what? I don't even have to do it. See, let me tell you something. If somebody's trying to hurt you and they don't like you for whatever reason, let them not like you. It's okay. But you got to forgive them. Because see, when a person don't like you, it's something inside of their spirit that don't like you. But you don't care. I always say, catch up with your own crowd that will receive you. Because the people that will receive you, they're going to love you. They're going to admire you. They're going to be thankful that you showed up. You got to be able to hang out with your crowd, with your tribe. If you want any advice from me, and if you want to connect with me, I am planning a retreat for next year, for 2026. Contact me. You can always call me. I'm really cool. 248-215-2497. You can always call me. Even if you need some advice, I always give people my purest advice. Because, see, a lot of times you got people that are gatekeepers because they trying to make money off people. They're like, oh, I'm not going to tell the person. Look, I think it's better when you do spiritual work and prayers yourself, because you're putting all that energy in that. However you feel, if you got anger, you put all that in that. If you got sadness, you use that energy as fuel to put it in your work. If you're not feeling 1,000% like yourself, put all that energy in your work. But getting back to the point, and thank everyone for your condolences for my cat, Creamy. He was with me for 4.5 years. He was a senior cat. And, he trust me, he had a really quality life. He lived better than most humans. So I treated him very good. But let me say this to you. No matter how hard I tried to protect the cat, I never let him go outside. He wasn't an outside cat. He was an indoor cat. And I promised myself, I never used to post him, because I was trying, like, whatever I could do to protect my cat. Because I'm just like, I'm a cat lover. He has a sister, so I'm okay, because, we got a girl cat. But the thing is that no matter how hard you try to protect your animal, your pet, let me say this to you. When it's their time to go, they're not like humans. We can't make them be here. And I tell my husband, I'm like, I pray for so many people. I help so many people. And I can't even help my cat. It's crazy, right? So what I'm trying to tell you, he was a senior cat. He was an older cat. But he had a proper life. He was treated very well. But, it was like, he was an older cat. He was a senior. They can't live forever. So when you have a cat, just remember, when they become seniors, they're like little babies. I had to like syringe feed him. He wouldn't eat. Thank God he was drinking water, but I had to syringe feed the cat because he was so old, he didn't even want to eat. He didn't even have an appetite. So it was real sad, but I was so thankful that he didn't have to suffer anymore, because when they get older, they start getting arthritis. Sometimes they have respiratory, situations. Sometimes they have, some cats like have heart failure. Some cats have, they can get respiratory infections. They can get so many different things. So you have to really protect your animals. Like, I literally would not let my cat outside to protect him from all this stuff. And he still got sick. And I made sure he had his doctor's appointment. So if your cat is sneezing, or if you start noticing he's not eating his food, take him to the doctor. Like, the cats are going to give you signs. Like if your animal, if you got a dog or a cat, they're going to give you signs that something is wrong with them. They're going to, like my cat used to sleep with me all the time in my bed next to me. You know, he would sleep in the bed with me. So can you imagine when he started sleeping in the living room or in the bathroom, he was letting me know something was wrong. But I was like, okay, you know, I didn't think nothing of it. But let me say the cats are going, the animals, they can't talk to you, but they're going to show you that something is wrong because they're going to go. So if they're suffering in silence, they're going to sleep away from you. So you can get used to them not being with you. Like at some point, if they know that they're dying, they're going to sleep away from you. They're going to go in a corner. They're going to go hide somewhere. They're going to sleep away from you because it's a way of detachment. So when they do pass away, the impact is not so hard. So let me just tell you that if you do have an animal, don't wait until the last minute to go get your cat or your dog a checkup, because they're going to show you signs. When you start seeing them like sleep in another room, or they sleep in, somewhere that you never seen them sleep, that they give you signs. So just make sure, be mindful, make sure you get your pet, get the annual checkup, get the shots, because it's going to happen. They can't, I don't know. They got the oldest cat. I think he's in London. He's like 27 years old. So, they got, I think if you change the diet, like my cat was an older cat and he had arthritis, he died peacefully at home. So, to all the ones, thank you for your condolences. You get 1 million cool points. And I just want to tell you, I love you for the love, because that really helped me get through it. I was sad because I knew that I would miss my cat. But let me just tell you one thing. By you sending me those condolences, that cheered me up and it helped me through it. And I just want to say, you guys are amazing. I just want to say, I just hope everything in life good happens to anybody that showed me that kind of love. You don't even know me, and you was like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. You was giving me your condolences, and I just want to tell you, you get 1 million cool points. I hope everything good in life comes to you, and I just pray that God will bless you. And if you do have a pet or a dog or a cat, I pray that God will protect you and your animals. But the key to it is, don't ignore the signs. You must get your animal checked out. One thing I can say, they got Vetco. I think Vetco has like a service, and I think, is it Vetco? Vetco is associated with Petco. They do free exams. So you can, if you need to take your pet, your dog or your cat to the hospital, they do free exams at Vetco. It's connected with Petco. So you can go online and, download the barcode. They're going to give you like a barcode. So they're doing free exams for your animals. So you ain't got to worry about getting, paying $120 to take little Joey, the little cat, or Precious, the dog, and paying $129. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when they see how much you love your cat, it's a money grab. It's a money grab. I'm telling you, it's a money grab. Thank God, like once my cat, we found out what was wrong with him, he was able to live like an additional 20 days after we discovered he had fluid on his lungs. So he was able to live like an additional 20 days by me feeding him, with a syringe. And I'm going to tell you right now, I felt very, very honored to do it, because the animals can give you so much love and you don't ask for nothing in return. And when I had to sacrifice feeding my cat with the syringe just to make sure he stayed alive, it was the best feeling that I ever felt, because I never did anything like that. This cat was just a free spirit. So the only thing I can tell you, love your animals, love your pets, and most importantly, get the checkups. Vetco is doing free exams for animals. That means if you have a pet, they're doing free exams. You can go online. This is all worldwide. It's connected with Petco. It's called Vetco. It's called Vetco Total Care. It's like a little clinic. And what they do is they'll do a free exam. It's a lot cheaper than going to like some of these clinics. And then also find your neighborhood humane society. They're a lot cheaper than some of these veterinarian clinics. And I'm going to tell you, one thing I can honestly say, Creamy the cat was the best little cat that I've ever owned. And I'm going to tell you, we've had family cats, but that was my cat that I decided to choose when I lived in Kentucky. So he was with me for 14 and a half years. So I'm going to tell you, if you take care of your cat very well, they can live to be in their 20s. Like I told you, if you go online, Google, it's a cat that's like 27 years old. He's like the oldest cat. I think he's in the Guinness Book of World Records. He's like a 27-year-old cat. So cats can live up to be in their 20s. So if you take care of them right, make sure they get their little checkups. You know, I don't know how long dogs can live for, but cats, they ward off bad spirits too. And they see spirits. So a lot of people like cats because they ward off bad spirits. So keep that in mind. Cats ward off bad spirits. So if you have an opportunity to get a cat, let's say for instance, if you got somebody sending negative stuff to you, sometimes the cats, they will see it and they will be able to let you know that somebody's sending something negative to you. That's why you see a lot of people with cats. And they say that the Prophet Muhammad had a cat. They adore cats. Like a lot of Middle Easterns love cats. But they say that the cats protect them from dark entities. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, so we're going to finish up. And thanks to all the ones that send me your condolences. That really cheered me up. I want to tell you it did. I was sad for a minute, but then I snapped out of it. I was like, you know what? My cat is still with me in spirit. Okay, so it's saying that a celebrity wish they can sue you, but they can't. They wish so bad they can sue you, but they don't have enough proof. But they're going to be sued. So whoever this celebrity is that wish they can sue you, they wish they can sue you so bad. They wish they can sue you, but they can't. Because they don't have enough proof. And the thing about it is hearsay. So they don't have enough proof. And not even that, they're going to be sued. They will be sued again. And then this particular person who goes to an Ifa priest. An Ifa priest is a person that's like he's a person that does divination, and he's like a person that helps a person get through their obstacles. So they're saying that whoever this celebrity is going to, the Ifa priest that they're going to, is going to cause them to separate. They're going to cause this celebrity to, or someone to separate from her. So it's the Ifa priest that's going to do it. He's going to break them up. But I think what he's going to do is he's going to probably break them up so she'll come back and ask him for money to help her. You know, like he's going to break them up, but he's going to get money from her to help save the relationship. So it's going to be him that's going to sabotage it, but also it's going to be him that fixes it. So you got to be careful of these double-minded spiritualists that's going to sabotage you, but then make you pay them to correct something they fucked up. So be careful of that. You got a lot of that going around where you got these people that's paying you for services, but they're ruining everything in your life because they want you to come back out of desperation for them to help you when they're the ones that ruined it for you. So be mindful of that. Okay, so I already mentioned the fact that somebody, they're going to be doing some ICE is going to be in New York, deporting people, Idaho, Hawaii, Indiana, and Kentucky. So be careful of that. Make sure y'all don't get set up. Okay, it's saying that whoever this person is that's sending these negative projections, they're trying to block you. It's like, but they're trying to block you with evil wishes. Like whoever you are, you got somebody that's trying to block you with evil wishes. Like they're like, oh, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. So whoever this person is, they're an idiot. And it's like, you know how like they got that story about the little boy that cried wolf. And remember like how he would like tell someone, oh, there's a wolf coming. Oh, like telling people, but the wolf wasn't really there. And then the wolf really came and nobody came to help him. So it's this person, like the spirit is saying it's a person. Okay. It could be somebody that you know. It could be somebody you cut off that you don't want to have nothing to do with no more. Now, this could be somebody you work with. They could have worked with you in your business. They could have worked with you on a project. Or it could have been a coworker. It could have been a friend. It could be anybody. Just say anybody across the board. It's saying that this person is trying so hard to block you with evil wishes. Like they're literally chanting and praying for shit. It's like they're doing stuff with their mind. Like they're like, like with this past moon, this person literally was doing something with their mind. Like they're doing something with their mind. Like they're like concentrating. Like, oh, I'm going to concentrate for this to happen. And then when they see it don't work, they even have more bad luck. Because when they trying to project this negativity to you, it ain't working. So they're like, okay, I'm going to try this. But see, what they're doing, they're amateur. And what's crazy is that the person that they doing it to could destroy them with a snap of a finger. See, when you're a spiritual person, and all you empaths and all you people that love to pray, even the ones that go to church, when you have been a victim of spiritual warfare, you can feel when people are sending stuff to you. And you know what you do? You sit back. Be like, okay. You sit back and let them. Be like, okay. I want them to continue to do it. Because at some point, they won't be able to do it no more. First of all, one thing God does is protect his chosen ones. He protects his chosen ones that he handpicked. And if you have a calling on your life, and God has blessed you with that anointing, that shield of protection, you don't have to do anything. The only thing that'll piss you off because you're like, damn, God, I can't crack the whip at all. You just got to look at it and say, okay, God, I won't crack the whip. I got bigger fishes to fry. See, the thing about it is that sometimes God will let stuff happen as a distraction. So you don't have to think about what that person is doing because they think you don't know and you know. Like anybody that has ever done anything to me, I know. I just act like I don't know. And that's what you have to do. You have to master not giving a fuck. Because when people are doing something to you spiritually, as long as they don't put their hands on you, it don't matter. Anybody could try to send negative spiritual attacks. It's not a problem. Let them do it. As long as they don't put their hands on you. Because see, you can reverse that. You could pray and send it back. You'd be like, look, God, I need you to intercede. Send this back to the person. That's all you got to do. You don't even have to do nothing. Like this young lady that came here today, she was like, oh, I feel this. Someone did this. Okay, fine. Well, then sometimes you got to think about who the fuck you talking to. Because sometimes you could talk too much, tell too much of your business, and you talking to an enemy or a hater. Loose lips sink ships. You could tell the wrong person your plan, and they can go tell the whole family. And then you got a whole team and a whole family hating on you, and you didn't even tell them none of your business. You told one person, and they went and told everybody, and you got 5, 10 people hating on you. You're like, I wonder why is this not happening? Because you told the wrong people. Listen, you can't tell everybody what you're doing. Sometimes you just got to sit back and just work in silence because you can have people plotting against you that's devious, demonic, and they hoping your shit don't work out. And what's good is that you want to know that they're doing this to you because now you know who not to tell no more. So a lot of times, just try to get you some friends that's about your level up. You want to have those kind of friends. You want to have people around you that love you, that want you to level up to the 5th power of leveling up. You want to be like, okay, well, let's level up together. 1 second. Okay, so just forgive them. The Spirit is saying forgive them. Somebody's going to have their own show. I don't know if it's going to be some bullshit ass talk show because that shit is, I don't even know why they even have talk shows, to be honest with you. But I think it's kind of cool for the people that's into it. But it's saying that somebody going to have their own show. Somebody like the way you look. They like your style. And they're saying someone is going to have their own show. Like, I don't know what kind of show it is. So it's saying, if you can be strong enough. Oh, just 1 second, folks. Let's see what we got to do here. All right. Okay, cool. I had to do a quick timeout because I think I'm over my time. Okay, so it's saying someone will have a show. I don't know. You might have a talent agency or a casting agency. Now, if somebody calling you trying to get money out of you, don't even do it. Be like, look, I'm good. Because if real casting agencies, they get money from you getting the job. You know? Like, I can sing. Like, I wouldn't want to act. Like, I feel like I'm doing a show right now. This is like a talk show. I'm a person that has talent. Like, I literally can sing. Like, if I didn't want to do nothing else in life, I can sing. The thing about it is that you have to be able to put yourself in a position, like, if all else fails, you got other shit you can back up that can back you up if you want to do that. Like, I truly believe this. If somebody offer you to do a show, or maybe it could be on their show, but it's saying whoever you are, you will have your own show. So you might have somebody that's going to be like, look, can you know what, we like you, can you do this show? Can you do that? Make sure you read the fine print. Now, if they trying to get money out of you, I wouldn't do it. Because, see, if you the talent they looking for, they need to be paying you to do the show. Or just do your own show. You don't even need them. Just do your own show. Shit, it's so easy to do a show. Look, me and my husband was watching a show on Tubi, and this dude was literally doing the video from his iPhone. We seen him recording it in the like mirror. He was using his iPhone to record the movie. So you can make a movie from your iPhone. How you like that? So do your own show. You probably gonna have to have your own show, because you are the show. So just do your own show. Okay, so it's saying something about somebody gonna have their own show. So I don't know what that means. So it says they fear that. Oh, they fear that you're gonna do that. Like, whoever this is, because see what it is, they see something in you, and they hate it. But they fear you having your own show. Like, they feel that you're going to end up getting your own show. Or maybe while you got your platform, they feel that you got your show already. But they fear you getting bigger than what you are. Like, they don't want you to be any bigger than what you are. Like, they like that you're like small fries. Like, you like, okay, da-da-da-da-da. They like the way you are. They don't want to see you get any bigger. They want you to stay where you are. You come out a little bit, give people a little glimpse of you, then you go back in your little shell. They like that. They don't want nobody to know who you are. So it could be a hater. It could be an ex. It could be just somebody who just don't want you to be seen because they know you got a lot to say. Or maybe they fear what you're going to say. Maybe you might say something to ruffle somebody's feathers. Be mindful for that. Okay? Be mindful. Because they may not like what you got to say. But they fear you saying something that can ruin them. And they don't, I think in most cases, only petty people do that. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Shit, unless you're getting paid to say something. But everybody don't like money like that. I don't think people they're not getting paid to talk shit about somebody unless, I don't think people doing that. I don't think people doing that. Unless they don't have nothing else better to do. It says something about whoever you are, you better be careful who you dealing with. I don't know if you're a person, maybe it was about that street life. And maybe you were a person that was, let's say, you about getting that fast money. Okay, let me say this to you. If you owe somebody, just pay their money and leave town. Don't even fucking with them no more, because they're saying this person is trying to hurt you. Like, they're going to try to get you set up. And also the Spirit is saying, be careful when you travel to different countries, because I remember I had this one Mexican godson, and he told me, he was like, yeah, Sandy, they call them the setup hoes. They have these women that set men up when they targeting really black men. And what they're doing is they having them where they go to these different countries. They act like their bodies look nice and done. They got the nice little body, thick and all that. But what they're doing is setting dudes up to get robbed. So let me just say this to you. If you traveling abroad and you're going to these different countries and you think you're going to meet some chicks and all this other shit, don't get bamboozled. You're an idiot. You're going to they're saying you got to be careful getting set up. So this could mean for that, because my spirit told me that earlier today. It could be for that. They call them the setup holes. They act like they want to be with you and they rob you and all kind of shit. So be careful of the setup holes. When you travel into these different countries, you like what they look. Look, half of these women, black women in different cultures here in the United States look just as good as those women. So what you doing? These chicks are smart. They're not as dumb as you think they are. They're not going to come here and you think they're going to be submissive. They watch TikTok. They watch YouTube videos. They watch American TV. They're not dumb. They're going to come and have you draining your whole savings and your retirement. So don't get caught up in getting bamboozled. Don't get yourself bamboozled. Let me turn this thing off. I love these little things. I have found this. I just love them. The little disco lights. I just love it. Let me see if I can turn it off. Hopefully I can turn it off.
Power off.
I was able to turn it off. Yeah, I love those. Oh my God, I just love them. Anyway, it'll make your whole house look like a whole nightclub. I love those things. Anyway, getting back to the point. So be careful of the setup holes, because it's saying you can get set up. And it's saying that whoever you are, don't go to no parties that you're not invited to. It's saying a hit or a setup. Something about if you owe somebody some money, pay it. Work a payment plan out with them and stop dealing with them. If you're a person that's about that fast life or you was involved in any gang activity, leave town. Don't even let them know you're leaving. You know, I had a nephew, God bless his soul. You know, he was a part of that lifestyle. And guess what? I remember I warned him. I said, be careful. Don't, he didn't listen to me, because I always try to tell people what was going to happen before it happened, and they never listened to me. And guess what? He ain't here no more. He's in the afterworld because he didn't listen to me. See, the thing about a lot of these people, these young people get involved in these type of gangs and they can't get out of them. And the only way they can get out of them, unless the day he was leaving town to change his life, is the same day when they unalived him. He went over there to say bye to him, and guess what? They didn't let him go. They unalived him. So if you got kids that's about that fast life, get them counseling. Even if you got to get them in like some type of Marine Corps or whatever they call that. They got those type of boot camps for kids. Don't let your kids be subjected to that, and let these kids out here, these grown-ass men making your kids be in gangs. Get your kid in some type of academy or some type of boot camp. Or what is that one thing that they got for kids? The ones that's trying to change their life is called, what is it called? It's called, I don't know what it's called. I can't think of it. It's called Job Corps. That's what it's called. Get them in some kind of program before it'll be some slow singing at their funeral. And then you're going to have people wearing t-shirts with their face on it, and you're going to feel sad. If your kid is involved in that stuff, surprise them. Say, look, kid, we're going on a field trip. Take him there and make it where he can't get out. Yep. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have some tough love, because that Marine Corps or Job Corps is going to teach them discipline. But take them there, drop them off. Say, look, we're going on a field trip, and leave their ass there until they get their mind right. Because, see, these people out in these streets are programming your kids to be against you. They programming your kids to hate you. They programming your kids to rebel against you. So what you do, take little Sammy and say, look, we're going on a field trip. We're going to check out some stuff. Get them in one of those Job Corps programs. Get them involved in boot camp, one of those military schools. That's what they did back in the days. They would drop those kids that was rebellious and they didn't want to listen to you. They talking back. They don't want to work or go to school. Surprise them. Say, we going away for the weekend. Take them there and let them stay until they're 18. Because they getting these young boys at 13 and 14 years old and ruining their lives and turning them against you. Okay? So they getting them young now. Because, see, what it is that these young boys, when they get in trouble, they let them out right away. Because they can't charge them as adults because they're juveniles. But surprise little Sammy. little Joey and say, look, we going on a field trip. Because you're going to have to make an appointment to find a Job Corps that will accept your kid or boot camp. Because as long as they are not 18 years old, you still have control over their life. Because if they do something out here in these streets, you know who's going to get in trouble? Their parents. Because if they're underage, you're still responsible. If they go out and do something evil to somebody or rob somebody or unalive somebody, that family's family can sue you. They can sue you because you're the parent. You're the guardian. That's a kid. So if your kid is out here being reckless, surprise them for a weekend getaway at boot camp and make it where they can't get out until they're 18 years old. And I promise you, you're going to save their life because they're going to learn a skill. They're going to thank you for it later down the line. They're going to be like, you know what, Mom, Dad, thank you for dropping me off. I was mad at first, but I'm happy that you decided to take me here. Because you got these kids that's trying to run over the family members now. They trying to take over the whole household. You know, they training these young boys how to use these little, these little gats. Get them in check and get them in boot camp, Job Corps, military school, whatever you can afford. Because, some of the stuff the state will pay for. If they really out of control, they have state funding that'll help your child. Because if nothing else, what's going to end up happening is if you got an underage child that's out here doing this stuff, the parent, they're going to get the parent. They're suing the parents now. Sometimes they putting the parents in jail. So be careful. If little Joey and Sammy ain't cooperating, you're going to have to take them to that field trip called a boot camp. And they may think it's a camping trip, but it's going to be a trip that they can't get out of until they're 18 years old. Because you rather see them make something of themselves than end up being in jail and come out gay or criminal or super criminal. Because a lot of times when they go to jail, they come out super criminals. Or sometimes they get their shit together and become great. But you don't even want your kid to go through that. Just get them in some type of boarding school. Trust me, you'll thank me later for this. Also, it's saying, getting back to the point, it's saying that if you're not invited, first of all, don't go to any parties that you're invited to if you are not invited, because it could be a setup. So don't go to any parties you're not invited. If somebody's like, hey, you want to come to this party? Don't go. Because if you don't know what kind of party it is, you can go there and something can happen to you, because it's saying somebody could be using this person to set you up to hurt you. Okay? All right. So it's saying, pray and try to be led by the Holy Spirit. Pray about it. Be led by the Holy Spirit. It says someone wants to learn to play an instrument. Like somebody wants to learn about the music, the arts of music. It says someone has been thinking about being a musician, but they want to learn to play an instrument. I think you should do it. I think it's great. I love live music. I love anything that's pertaining to music, mostly live music, because you get to see the artwork of the performer. It's saying that whoever this person is that keeps trying to harass you spiritually in the spirit, like who's doing this evil stuff, they are an amateur compared to you. So you have nothing to worry about because they're an amateur compared to you. Because if you really wanted to, you could destroy the person. But let me say this to you. If you got somebody that's sending you negative stuff, don't do nothing about it. Just forgive them and move on. Because if you really don't care, it doesn't affect you. It really won't affect you. Because they'll try to keep doing stuff thinking they're going to try to get your attention. Because sometimes they want your attention. Even if you know it's them doing it, they want to see you argue with them. They want to see you have a beef with them. All you got to do is ignore them. What they going to do if you don't talk to them? What, they going to fight themselves? They going to fight the air? What, they going to fight the air? Just ignore them, because you wasting all this quality time trying to do this and send it back and do this and do that. All you got to do is ignore them, because you take away their power when you ignore them. When people do stuff to me, especially if I cut people off, I don't let them nowhere around me. I won't meet with them. I won't do dinner with them. I won't hang out. I cut them off. Like, it's done. And if they're persistent, I will get charges against them. I will file an order of protection. I will get a personal protection against them. And if they have a gun, you can get an extreme order of protection. That means if a person has a gun and they got mental issues, and you know for a fact this person got mental problems, you can get an extreme order of protection against them. And you can be like, you know what? I don't feel safe. This person is trying to connect with me. You can go get it's called an extreme order of protection if they got a mental problem and you know for a fact that they have a carry. That means you can protect yourself from this psycho. Like when I cut people off, they can't contact me again. I will never talk to them again. I don't care if they pray to God and ask Jesus himself to help them. I won't talk to them again. When I cut people off, I cut them off because they either used me, took advantage of me, or they tried to do something hateful towards me. And my spirit will not let me communicate with them again. It's a big world out here. We can connect with so many fabulous people that's like-minded, just like you. That means if you cut somebody off, use your strength and power to not let them back around you, because they can come back and unalive you. It's a lot of people that were friends with people who was jealous and envious of them. They tried to sabotage their work. They tried to steal their spiritual gifts. They try to cipher your energy. Don't let them know we're around you. Be firm at this time, because they can try to unalive you. Because remember, if you the blueprint and they trying to be you, that means you're a problem because you exist. That means because you exist, you're a problem. And because you do exist, they can try to hurt you. So you have to be firm. Get a PPO or whatever they call it, personal protection orders here in Michigan. If they have a carry, get an extreme order of protection against them. Because most people, some of these people with mental illnesses should not have a gun. They need to take their gun away from them. So be careful. Make sure you protect yourself. If you cut people off, sometimes they can be mad you cut them off. Get an extreme order of protection if they have a carry. If they've been threatening you, they've been doing all this evil. You know what? It was this movie that me and my dude was watching. It was called, I don't know if y'all ever seen it, it's on HBO. You can download the app and watch it on there. It's called The Righteous Gemstone. It's about this religious family. Okay, so one segment, the segment I think is season 4. The chick was married to this dude who couldn't stand the fact that she didn't want him no more. He basically unalived, kidnapped dudes that wanted to be with his ex-wife. He wanted his ex-wife so bad, she didn't want him no more because he was crazy. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you about the movie, but it's funny as hell. It's called The Righteous Gemstones. It's hilarious. It's so funny. I love it. But season 4, like if you already watched all the other seasons, season 4 is on HBO. You can download it. It's on HBO Max. It's The Righteous Gemstones. So this dude wanted his wife back so bad. So what he would do is he unalived one dude. He would kidnap other men that wanted to be with his wife. He would do all this evil stuff to her just so he can get her back. But he would get rid of any dudes that wanted to be with her. Like any man that wanted her, he would try to get rid of him by hurting him because he was crazy and he wanted her back and she didn't want to be with him no more. They were married and basically he was a whole back hater. He was didn't want to see her do her music. It's like he felt like she should have a poor person's mentality. Like he didn't want to see her successful at all. Like he was hating on her music. He was hating on her having rich friends. It's like he wanted to keep her stuck having a poor person's mentality. Like, because she wanted a better life for herself, he was trying to block that. So maybe that could be significant. Maybe somebody don't want to see you live your best life. Maybe they don't think you deserve to live your best life. So be mindful of that, okay? So yeah, it's called The Righteous Gemstones. It's on HBO Max. But I'm talking about, I will watch all the episodes because they're very funny. All the seasons are hilarious. But season 4 is, you're going to see this dude in there and it's hilarious. It's like, you're going to be like, what? How can he hate on his woman? And this was his wife. He was married to her and had a kid. He was hating on her bad. Like, he was trying to, and when they got a divorce, he didn't even want to see her be happy with nobody. Like, he was doing all he could do to hurt the dudes that was hooking up with his wife, like his ex-wife. So be mindful of that. Somebody, wants to try to, invite you out, and they would set these dudes up and they would try to hurt these men because he wanted her back and she didn't want him no more. Okay, it's saying that if you thinking about getting a cat, get a cat. Cats ward off bad spirits. You should get one. Okay, I recommend it. They really do ward off bad spirits. Oh God, I think I'm almost finished. Excuse me. Okay, so the person that's doing this is either a Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. So whoever's trying to cipher your energy, it's like they're teaming up with someone close to you. They're teaming up with someone close to you. And they think that you're phased about it, but you don't even care. Like if someone was teaming up with somebody, I don't know, because I don't know a lot of people. I'm very private. If I let you in my energy, it's because I'm, my spirit likes you. Like me personally, like if I felt like, people were teaming up against me or they was doing something, I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, okay, go for what you know. You could get a chance to see why I don't deal with them no more. You can see why I don't deal with them no more. So guess what? Hopefully you can get out safe. Because I know when I cut somebody off, it's because they did something really bad. I don't have to tell them what they did because they know what they did. So I don't need to call nobody up and say, hey, so-and-so did this. Watch out for that. I want them to get it too. Where they can see what they did to me, they're going to do it to them. Because this person who does this type of evil stuff, they do it to people that they trying to be competitive with. So it's saying a person that's an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius is the one that's doing all this undermining evil stuff. They have teamed up with someone that was close to you. So stay unfazed because this person has mommy issues. They get off on being competitive with you and others. It's saying that you don't even care about what's going on. Yep. So just focus on doing living your life. It's like they want you to care, but you don't care. So they're going to continue to do stuff. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to pause this for 1 second. So whoever this person is, they're going to continue to try to do some hateful stuff. And they're going to try to, if they try to come and visit you, the only thing I recommend you to do is get a PPO or order protection. 1 second. That's what I recommend you do. Get a PPO. I'll be right back. Right. I want you guys to see something. I put this is a cross that I put here. It's this is peace powder. It's made out of cascarilla. A lot of different cultures use it. It's like to protect you from like negative energy. But let me say this to you. If you are a spiritualist and you're a person that channel, you're a medium like myself, get you something like this. Try to protect your space. This is like cascarilla. You can get it at any spiritual store. You can't really see it. Let me see if I can show it to you. You can get it at You can get it at any spiritual store. You see, it's made out of eggshell. It's like you can buy it at any spiritual store. It's called cascarilla, and it's like a dried eggshell. And what you do, it protects your space. Like if you got somebody that don't want to see you post, or if you got somebody that's jealous of you showing up, or if you got somebody, if you're an empath or you're a spiritualist and they don't want to see you go live, or they don't want people to see you, get this. This, I promise you, this will protect your seat where you sit to do your stuff. Or you can get some holy water, and the holy water is going to bless your space. Where if somebody's like trying to they don't want to see you go live because they jealous of you. Get that. Get holy water. Bless your area. Florida water, you can get that, but the best stuff you can get is from a Catholic church. Get you some Catholic church that's prayed over from a priest, and bless your camera, bless your little area, bless your seat where you sit. Whatever you got to do, bless it. Because if somebody don't want to see, like, I don't care if people don't want to see me go live, because I don't go live that often anyway. Because I only go live when the Spirit tell me to. I don't do it all the time. See, that's the secret. I don't do it all the time. So, when I do it, I want to be able to give you the full essence of my word. And I want it to be, a word from the divine. Anyway, we're almost finished because I got to get out of here. Don't forget to get your pet. Get a checkup for your little pet. And thanks everyone who gave me the condolences for my little baby Creamy the cat. Yeah, I should have got one thing about my cat. He was a handsome little tabby. I should have got him into some commercials, because my little cat had some personality. He was he was spiritual too. I used to have at my other place, I used to have a prayer closet, and I used to go in the closet to pray. I think everybody should have a prayer closet. So I had a prayer closet, and my little cat used to go in there when I would be in there praying. He would be in the closet with me praying. It's so cute. He would be in there with me. Like he would even go in the prayer room by himself. I'm like, why is he going in the prayer room? So, like I said, get a cat. If you love animals, cats ward off bad spirits. If you are a spiritual girl, cats ward off bad spirits. You're a spiritual guy, cats ward off bad spirits. Cats are well loved in the Middle East. They say Muhammad, the prophet, loved cats. Cats are so significant. And so it's something about cats that people love. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you can, get you one. And what's really wonderful about cats, that they take care of themselves. As long as you get them their little vet treatments and make sure. And I don't even know if no one didn't hear me before, I'm going to say it again. Vetco is associated with Petco. They're doing free exams. My cat probably would still be alive if I took him for his annual checkup. But, I didn't think anything was really wrong with him because he was sneezing, and I ignored it. They said if your animal sneezes, it could be a sign of some kind of hidden issue that you don't know about. So just keep that in mind as well. Vetco is doing free exams for animals. Okay? So they're doing it. You can download the little thing on your phone, and it's a barcode, and they're doing free exams. All right, so it's saying that travel light. Somebody wants to get some kind of surgery. I don't know what kind of surgery you want to get. It says a will is needed for some. Some may have to talk to somebody about having a will, like a will testament, like some type of will. I don't know if you're a person that's got like a lot of property or you own something. It's saying something about a will, like somebody got you in their will. Hey, maybe you might be getting ready to be part of the lifestyle of the rich and famous. They're saying something about a will. You might be in a will, because the Spirit is saying a will is needed for some. But then this also could mean that you could be in a will. I'm going to look in the cards and we'll find out everything. So it's saying that somebody is trying to do mind control. Like it says whoever this is that's trying to do mind control, they're saying that they're going to have like some kind of like something's going to go on with their head. Like, I don't know if they're going to have it. I don't want to say that, but they need to be careful, because they're doing, whoever this is that's doing mind control or trying to do something to control somebody's narrative in life. It's like something that they're doing with, like they concentrating on some shit, like concentrating real hard. So whoever this is that's concentrating real hard, it's saying that they need to be careful. I don't know if they trying to manifest on somebody's downfall or they're trying to do something, but they're saying that this person, they need to be they can have like some type of hemorrhage, so they need to be careful, because see, they're going too far with it. The Spirit is saying they're going too far. It's almost like they're obsessed with destroying someone, and they can't believe that it ain't working. So whoever this person is, they're obsessed. Like they're like, oh, okay, this ain't gonna work. I'm gonna try this. This ain't working. I'm gonna try this too. I'm gonna try this. So only thing I can tell you what to do is try Jesus. Reverse it. Send it back. Ask God to step in and crack the whip for you. You got to ask God to step in and intercede. Because when it's out of control like this, they're trying to provoke you. Like, if I know somebody's sending some stuff to me, I just laugh at it. I'm like, okay, fine. You know, if I've said something to celebrities, or if someone said, because sometimes I predict things, I don't know who it's for. But even if you say something, it's like you're not trying to say anything to hurt anyone. I mean, you got to keep in mind, this is a form of entertainment. But if someone you say something about and it resonates with them and it's exactly what happened to them, my readings are for anyone. It doesn't mean it doesn't have to be for a celebrity or for whatever, but you got some people that'll take stuff personal and they think it's about them. This is a big world. We got billions of people in this country. How you going to think one thing's about you? You know, so even if you got somebody sending something to you, who cares? Just ignore it and just ask God. So you know what, God? You know what? I'll be a little bit more mindful about what I say. I'm not going to say anything to ruffle anybody's feathers. I'm not going to make anybody angry. And then what you do, you forgive yourself. Because a lot of times, even if you got the gift of prophecy, some people are not going to like the truth. And they're not going to like what you say. You know, sometimes, because when you have a reading, it could be for whoever resonate with it, you know, and the stuff I predicted has been in the news, like stuff I predicted. And then it happened right after I said it. It was exactly every time, exactly what I said. So the only thing I can say to you is travel light, because it's saying somebody wants to travel. Somebody has had a health scare. And the Spirit is saying something about somebody has some kind of, like a parasite. Like they losing a lot of weight or gaining a lot of weight. But it's because they have something that's making them either eat a lot or something that's eating the food and making them lose weight. It's not like nothing. It's not anything deadly. It's because of you're not taking care of yourself and going to the doctor. So whoever you are is saying that you might need to get a colonics. A colonics is when you go and pay somebody to flush all, the old food that you had in there for years off your stomach. And it's called a colonics. But with the colonics, it takes parasites and all kind of old food that's been stuffed up in your digestive system. It takes it all out and make your stomach flat. So you might have to get a colonics. It's called a colonics. A lot of places do it. They don't even charge that much to do it. So if you got bloatness, if you got your digestive system, it's not like how you want it to be, I recommend just get a colonics. Because that colonics could save your life, Because a lot of people have digestive issues. Sometimes they have Crohn's disease, or sometimes they have acid reflux, Then sometimes you're just greedy. You fucking like to eat everything, but you got to make sure food is all the way cooked, because the Spirit is saying somebody got to be careful of parasites. They need to get a colonics to flush everything out. I mean, you can buy tablets now. You can do that. You got to get this professionally done. Whoever this is, let's say for instance, if you're not regular, you're not going to the bathroom, you're not pooping like you're supposed to. It's saying you need a colonics. Something is causing this. Okay. And then you probably want to talk to somebody who specializes in whatever is going on, because, the gut is what keeps you healthy. And if you don't clean that area, that's why you got a lot of these people who don't take care of themselves. And then they be like, oh, I didn't know so-and-so had colon cancer, because they never had a colonics. They never flushed their system out. I mean, you can go buy tablets. All that shit don't work. Sometimes you need them to, it's a very easy situation. A lot of celebrities get it before they go to like some of these award shows to make their stomach look real, real flat. It's a colonics. They go to a place and it flushes everything out. But they're saying that you need to have this done because you had a health scare, and it's because you got parasites in your stomach and don't know it. Okay, so I don't know if you're a person that eats sushi or you're a person that eats raw food or something like that. It's saying that you need to get this out of your system, and you need to talk to a doctor, because they need to do a stool sample so they can see what's going on. So that's what they're going to tell you. If you got to get to check for parasites, the doctor's going to tell you to bring some of your stool so they can do a stool sample. Okay? Because, I mean, you can go buy all the little medicine in the world to flush your system out, but a colonics get all of it out. And it don't even cost that much. A lot of people do it. Okay, so the Spirit is saying, if you have a business, if you are, don't work with anybody at this time. It's saying that just right now, take a break. It's like the end of the year is coming. Maybe you can figure some shit out after the new year, but the Spirit is saying, don't work with nobody. Don't work with anyone at this time. Because whoever it is that's trying to fuck with you, they're trying to do it before the end of the year. And they may plant a person in your space to try to destroy you. Because they can't do it themselves because they have no access to you. So it's saying, at this sense, the Spirit said, don't work with anyone at this time. Because the person you might think you need is going to be the one that destroy you and sabotage your business and cause you lack and loss. So it's saying, or they're going to try to steal your clients. I had somebody try to do that. I gave them a couple of clients. They tried to steal all the clients. I was like, how the fuck you think you're going to steal my clients? And I've been doing this for 40 to 45 to 30, 30 to 40 years. And I literally tried to help somebody out, and they tried to send like text messages to my clients and letting them know, oh, I'm not working there no more. The only reason you're not working here no more because you stole fucking money from me, and you stole money from products that you sold, and you tried to steal clients. That's the only reason that person ain't working here. Because if I like somebody, I keep them around. If they steal from me, I don't want them nowhere near me. My spirits get rid of them. So when people do that kind of stuff to you, you got to get rid of them. And like I said, at this time, it's saying don't work with anyone at this time, because the person could be trying to sabotage you or steal your clients. Like everything you built up, they'll try to steal it and make it for themselves. And now they wonder why shit ain't working out for them. You can't be dishonest when somebody genuinely tried to help you. So I say they don't just bite the hand that feeds them. They chew the whole fucking arm off. So you got somebody that you help out, that ain't good enough. They want everything you got. They're like, oh, that's not good enough. I want everything you got. And then you got to be careful, like, people stealing your credit cards, using your credit cards on like Apple Pay, people that scan your credit cards and purchase and shit, they going to jail. If you had somebody around you who had access to your credit cards or your bank account, once they get investigated, they're going to jail. If you had somebody around you, because can't nobody do that to you unless they close to you. So it's saying also somebody's going to jail for stealing your credit cards, your information, and they add it to their Apple Pay. And they were purchasing everything, pretending like they were you. And they think no one knows about it. But it's going to happen so fast. It's a lot of people that's going to jail for that. And this person is going to go to jail because they have a history of being a thief. So they're going to go to jail anyway because they got a history of being a thief on their record. So I'm letting you know right now, if you have somebody around you and you wonder, check your credit cards. Get your alerts on your cards. Make it where they can call you and add those alerts to let you know if somebody is purchasing shit without you knowing about it. Add your alerts on your card immediately. Even if you can go tonight, go on your bank. If you got a bank, or if you whatever you got, put an alert on it. They even do it on like those prepaid debit cards. Get an alert on your card to make sure, because they got them, the people at these restaurants that's scanning your cards. You got the people that you pay your bills to online that's scanning your cards. You got these different people that's taking your information and adding it to their Apple Pay. But they're going to jail. They're going to have fraud charges against them. None of them going to get away with it. They're all going to jail. Trust me. And they're not playing with them. Okay, it's like I said, it's saying that don't work with anyone at this time. Stay away from people who does mind control. You got a lot of people that's involved in a lot of different spiritual activities, but they're doing it to try to conquer and control people. But they won't be alive. They're going to be unalive, because this type of person is a maniac. And when things don't go their way, they get mad. So they want to try to spiritually manipulate a person. So this person is a deranged lunatic. So hopefully they'll be able to get some counseling, because it's saying that this person, is going to have like these like tendencies to like unalive themselves. So it's because all the stuff they're doing is not working, because everybody's going to turn their back on them. Once they see this person for who they are, they're going to turn their back on them. But it's saying, yep. Oh, and also the Spirit is saying that it's a person that works at a dialysis clinic who's charging $10,000, $5,000 to $10,000 to be put on a list. So whoever this person is, it's a dialysis person, it's an employee. And they ask, this is what they're doing. They're like, oh, you want to get on a list? Oh, you can get on a list. I can put you first. And they're charging the person $5,000 to $10,000 to get on this list. They're going to be fired soon. It's more than, it's a bunch of clinics that's doing this. Yep. It's a bunch of clinics that's doing it. And I think it's like, the Spirit is saying it's a one dialysis clinic that started with a D. And this person, they got different people that's in positions that's doing it. And they're like, oh, we can put them on a list, 5,000, 10,000. They're using it as a money grab. Can you imagine somebody trying to get their life saved and they got the ability to help them and they're telling them they got to pay? Let me say this. If somebody is, and it's almost like the Spirit is saying that somebody offered them 10,000. That was one person that did it. And they're like, damn, okay, we're going to put you first. So it was a person that offered them 10,000 to get a kidney. They had money that was dying or could have died, but they needed a kidney. So they put this person first on the list. This person was like, look, I'm willing to pay whatever I need to pay. So this clinic is making people pay them money to get on a list. The highest bidder can go first. The Spirit told me that they're doing this at this clinic, at a few of them, and people are paying them. They're not doing it to be nice. They're paying them to put them on the list to be first to get their kidney. And there's people that's been waiting on that list for a long time, and they already know in their mind they're not even gonna get that person that kidney because this person gave them 10,000. They want the ones that's giving them money. So, because apparently they're not paying them that much at this dialysis place, and they getting money from these rich customers or clients that's got retirement and they got money and they giving them money to get on this list. So the Spirit is saying eventually it's going to come out of the news. They're going to get investigated because it's saying a dialysis clinic that is charging people $5,000 to $10,000 to be on a list to get a kidney. And they're putting them above people that's been on that list for years. And they're not even helping the people. They ain't even trying to tell them. Like, even when the person is up next to get their kidney, they letting somebody else get it. That's wrong. They going straight to hell with gasoline underwear on. There ain't nothing good coming to the person for doing that. Because the Spirit told me that today. And it's saying that whoever your enemy is, or whoever this competitive mental case is who does mind control or try to do these mind control wishes and spells, she or they know that you don't care. They see that you don't even care. It's like you're not feeding into their madness. They mad because you don't care. So be mindful of that. So you got like a psycho person who's going to be going to jail, who's mad that you're not a part of their fight club, that you're not part of arguing with them, that you're not like participating in the madness. They're crazy. I'm surprised they're not in like a mental institution, because this person is straight psycho. So whoever this person is that's trying to have a fake beef with you, who's trying to be competitive with you, trying to do this and do that, continue to be unfazed and keep bossing up. Put your foot on their necks. Focus on success, success, success. Do your workshops. Do all the stuff that you're going to do and just not care. Okay, so let me make sure I got everything on here so I can finish up, and then I'm going to start. Oh, it says someone don't want to be in a nursing home. It's somebody that's in a nursing home and they want to live with you. So if you somebody and you got a family member or a friend, or it could even be a parent, it says someone don't want to be in a nursing home. They don't like being in a nursing home, and they want to live with you. Now, they got programs that allow you to let, a person live with you. Like, if, let's say if you want to be their caregiver or whatever, or they got it where some cities that will allow you to pay someone and the state will pay for it if they got a disability. But they're saying that this person is going to die in your house. So whoever you are, I know you contemplating on doing that. I'm letting you know, if they're real, real sick, they just don't want to die in a nursing home, but eventually they're going to die in your house where you live at. So be mindful of that. Be thankful that you're able to spend time with them, because it will give you time to spend time with them. But that's what the Spirit is saying. And it's saying, and I said before, the people that are doing this, it's a person that's an Aries, Leo, or a Sag, and they teamed up together. That was somebody that was close to you. So they're trying to hurt you, but they're trying to get like information on you from somebody that was close. So it could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, and they're teaming up with somebody that used to be close to you to try to hurt you or to see if you, I don't know. It's just petty and childish. It's just some petty stuff. So if you got somebody that's jealous of you and that's mad, because you don't want to talk to them, look, you can't hang with eagles if you hang with turkeys. How you gonna soar with some eagles if you hanging with turkeys? So that means, a square can't fit in a circle. A square cannot fit in a circle. So that means if you hanging out with people you absolutely don't have nothing in common with, why even associate with them? Like, if I have nothing in common with somebody, I'm not associating with them. If I don't have nothing in common with somebody, if we cool, we'll talk on the phone. Hey, how you doing? We can pray together. But if we have absolutely nothing in common together, why would I hang out with somebody that I have nothing in common with? That's just like a rat hanging with a squirrel. I don't understand. That's just like, how you going to hang out with somebody that, think about it. If somebody don't want you to hang out with them, don't hang out with them. Don't force yourself to hang out with them. You can invite them to do stuff. If they act like they don't want to hang out with you, move around. It's a big world out here. Don't even call them no more. Because if somebody act nasty towards me one time, I never talk to them again. One time. Only one. My family might get 2 chances, but anybody outside my family, they get 0 chances. So that means if you got somebody in your camp that don't have your best interest, do whatever you have to do to cut them off. Because that will save your life. It will save you from stress, and everything will be perfect. So I'm going to do a quick read. Anybody want to ask any questions? Because I'm going to do a quick read. We're going to find out where this negativity is coming from, as far as who it is that got a problem that you used to work with, or somebody. We're going to find out who it is that don't want to see you win. We're going to find out. We're going to just do it real quick. We're going to find out. Okay? And thank you for watching. I just want to tell you I appreciate you so much. And I just want to say again to all who wish me, who definitely, just was so supportive, and you sent me your condolences for my little Creamy. Trust me, if you ever had an animal and you got like a little pet, love them. Love them today. Love them forever. Don't be mean to them. Don't hurt them. Like my cat, he was a classy little cat. He lived very good. I treated him very good. Trust me. He had a good life. So the only thing I can say is that just love your pets. That's all you got to do. Because when they get older, senior cats, they say you got to watch out for the kittens and senior cats. Those are the ones are prone to get infections, or they can get sick. So watch out for the baby kittens and watch out for the senior cats. Because those are the ones as they get up in age, they can have all kind of problems. So make sure you keep them with the checkups. Okay, so we're going to see where this weird energy is coming from. But like I said, stay on phase. Live your best life and just do you. Do you. Anybody wants to ask some questions about anything? Okay, so we're going to find out where this energy is coming from. So we're going to find out who it could be. Because you got somebody who really is just trying to it's almost like they're doing like this. Ooh, I'm going to see if this is going to work. Ooh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep. And then when you unleash the beast on them, they're going to be like, oh my goodness, I didn't know this was going to happen. Don't use your energy trying to fight people. Just ignore them. Okay, so basically it's somebody that's mad because you don't want to deal with them no more. So it's looking like it's a relationship, like a friendship. It could be anything. Now, my readings are for he, or she. So we're going to find out why because it shows us a situation that's done. Oh, my husband is calling me. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, yeah, so it's a person that backstabbed you, and then it's almost like they want you to fight, and it's not good. They're like really trying, and they don't want to see you happy in your personal life. So this person is trying to maybe sabotage your private life. So you got to be careful of that. It's like the stuff they're doing ain't working. They're like, oh my God. But this person is going to have a tower moment. They probably already having it right now. And it's almost like they want to wish for you to move because they got to move. They're like trying to wish the worst. And they think it's all the stuff that's happening to them. They think you doing it, but it's their karma. So you don't have to do nothing. God can serve a karma full of a beautiful karma of platter, platter all on a fabulous dish. You don't have to do anything. That's why when people do stuff to me, I don't do nothing. I be like, okay. And just try to enjoy your life. People don't want to see you happy because they're not happy with themselves. They made bad choices. And the people that has done you wrong, they think you doing them wrong because they've been sending negative stuff to you and you don't even care. You're like, so what? See, when you become a master spiritualist, people can send stuff to you and it don't even affect you. You're like, I don't even care. So, yeah. So like I said, it's a person that you cut off. Yep. And they don't have your best interest at all. So don't have them around you because this person could be trying to plot against you. Yeah. It's a person that you was, because see, they having money problems and you help them out and they're not wishing the best for you because of what all they did to you. It's like they cursed themselves. So it's somebody that you was cool with and you just don't want to have nothing to do with them no more. So be careful because it's talking about a relationship, friendship that's not relevant. So be careful because, it seems like the person is pissed off. Okay, we're going to do future because I got to go. I know my husband is here now. I have to leave. Okay, yeah, so this one is the Chariot. Let's see, which one was this one? Oh, yeah, so this was the Chariot. So, yeah, like I said, whoever this person is, they really is not wishing the best for you. They're wondering, like, why things is still working out for you because they're projecting negativity. Like I said, they're doing some type of mind control, thinking it's going to work. They can't get in your energy, so it definitely can't work because they ain't nowhere. They're not close to you. So because they're not close to you anymore, it doesn't work. Like they may have tried to do this on other people because they are manipulated. They trying to do whatever they got to do for monetary gain, but they can't get in your energy no more because you don't want to have nothing to do with them. Like, well, if I don't want to have nothing to do with them, I'm getting an order of protection against them. I'm filing charges. They can't be nowhere around me. If I tell you I don't want you around me, don't come around me. So you got people that's mad because you don't want to have nothing to do with them, and I mean it. I mean, especially if we, ended our friendship on bad terms. You got people that try to cipher your energy and try to wish all the bad, and then they still want to try to wish the worst. So basically, this person is mad because, your relationship is good, but like I said, if a person if they had a way where they could try to sue you or try to see you get a divorce, they're trying to see you have all kind of problems. So just ignore them. They're just mad because they're not happy. They don't have no happiness. And ain't no happiness coming in no time soon for what they did. Because what they've done is they insulted God by fucking with you. Yep. So I don't know. They having a lot of problems. So I don't know. Like if you hear about your enemies and they just uprooted somewhere else, and they had to end up like, moving to Los Angeles, or they had to end up going somewhere else because for whatever, that's what they wanted for you. They wanted you to uproot yourself and leave because they did all this shit to you. And then now they got to fucking skedaddle, or they not happy where they at. They're like, oh my God, I'm confused. Oh, I want to be where people I could get along with. Where they go, they still ain't going to treat them right. They ain't treating them right now because they did so many bad stuff out of greed. Okay, I'm going to do this last go with the cards, and I got to go because my husband has to pick me up. All right. He's probably here. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Okay, yeah, so this is the world. So I always say the past is where it all began. So I already did present and future. So we're going to see how it all began and how it started. Yep. It was because it was a friendship, like a wish. It was like a friendship that people dream of. So this person never had a friend like you before that was so generous. So what they are, they thought you was the fool. But when you cut them off, they become spiteful towards you because they're mad that you ain't never going to help them again. And now they're trying to project all this negativity and they're wondering why it's not working. It ain't going to work. It can't work because you're protected by the divine. No matter what they do, no matter what they chant, no matter what type of moon magic they do, no matter what they do, you are divinely protected. Whoever you are, chosen one, you are so protected that God is stepping in, cracking the whip on your behalf. He's sending his angels to destroy these people, like the whole army. He cracking the whip on. God literally is coming in and saying, guess what? Saint Michael, he's having him come in. He's getting all these different warrior saints to come in. He's like, come on, take care of this. Whoever you are, you got so much protection. They underestimated you. It is so good you played yourself small, because by you playing small and protecting yourself, they don't realize you outsmarted them. See, I've studied theology. I know about all religions, not just one. So when people send stuff to you, and when you are a spiritual powerhouse, let them send it. Pray it off for you. And ask God to intercede. Ask St. Michael to come in. Ask St. Raphael. Ask all the saints to come in, because they want to help. They want to. All they need you to do is call upon them and say, look, help me. I don't even know this person. Crack the whip on him on my behalf. I don't want to touch him, because if I do it, I ain't trying to get in trouble. I like my freedom. So just tell God to intercede for you, because you don't want to get yourself in trouble, because that's what they want you to do. They're trying to use all kind of stuff to get you to argue and see if you're going to get mad. And, they go and try to receive these different orishas. They don't even know how to use them. And see, the thing about it is that these people out here doing all this stuff, and then they wonder where the spirits turn on them and make them crazy, make them argumentative, make them where they argue with everybody. And they wondering why, because they don't know what they're doing. You got people that's trying to be spiritual just to control people, because nobody don't want to have nothing to do with they chipmunk looking ass, looking like Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's what they look like. That's how the person is describing. You know that the character in Alvin and the Chipmunks, they got that look with the big ass fucking glasses on, looking like Alvin and the Chipmunks. So whoever this person is, they wear glasses. They're mentally sick. And they hate their life. Want attention wherever they go, and they can't get it. Look, I'm an older girl, and I still get attention. I'm married, so I don't even care about that. But what I'm saying is that the older girls are looking better than the young girls, because these older chicks are taking care of themselves. I might be a little thick, but I don't care. Hey, I make room for the Thundercats. Let them do their thing. I had my time to have fun. I'm a married woman, so I don't care about that. Okay, so we're towards the end. Okay, so basically, whoever this person is, they want to see you sad. They mad, they don't see you sad. Let me tell you something. You got somebody out here that want to see you sad and mad and crying. Pop out, look nice, dress up, go out, take yourself to dinner, take a vacation, get a massage, get your nails done, get a pedicure. Don't be a part of this bullshit energy. This is what they want you to do. They want to see you have money problems. This is what they was trying to project to you in the past. They was trying to see you this way, sad. And they wanted to see this, you by yourself. And they wanted you and your mate to argue over money. So whoever this person is, they probably could have been doing like some type of witchcraft or voodoo. Like, I don't believe in voodoo. I don't know nothing about that stuff. I just put God first in everything I do. Whoever this person is, they was doing every attack. They could have been a person that read it from a book. They could have even tried to get somebody on the bandwagon to help them hurt you. But when they see that it's not working, all you got to do is just ignore them. Because, see, when somebody's trying to send negative stuff to you, it's because you have a calling on your life. And the Spirit is saying somebody went to a place in California. and paid someone to try to hurt you. And he's probably surprised, like, oh my God, it's not working on her. You know, this person could have taken your information and tried to do something to you. You're like, this, who is this clown? You're like, who is this clown trying to send something to me? That shit don't work on me. You know? See, when you are a person that's spiritual, you can feel when people doing stuff to you. Like, nobody can't, even if someone sends something to me, the only thing I'm going to do is go to church, pray, God, please forgive this person. They know not what they do. Ask my ancestors and whatever protection that I got around me to deal with it. Because if you got that protection around you, no one is bigger and greater than God. He's the beginning and end of all things. So if you got somebody that's out here doing and dabbling in like Satanism, or they're doing evil wishes towards you, God is like the most powerful. And if you ask God to intercede for you, he will. He will. You know, like I said, sometimes people do you a favor by sending you shit because they just make you, only thing it does, it just makes you, it makes you more stronger, but it makes you more aware. You're like, I ain't even done shit to this motherfucker. Now, if I go and do something to him, it's going to probably cost them a whole bunch of stacks to get it off of them. So why even do anything to the person when you can just ignore them? It's like, do you know how much work it takes to destroy somebody? Who got that kind of time where you can go on vacation? You can be like in Paris for the weekend. You can go to Colorado, go to Aspen and go skiing. Who got time to be trying to argue with a fool? Live your best life. That's going to kill them. Travel. Enjoy your life. Look beautiful. Get your nails done. Get your little back rubs done. Go get your feet done. Ignore them. If you put your energy in being concerned about how somebody feels towards you, if they obsessed with you, that's their problem. It ain't got nothing to do with you. And what you do is travel. Enjoy your life. You know, just enjoy your life. That's all I can tell you. Don't get yourself uptight because they're just mad because they can't be a part of your world no more. So give them more reasons to be mad. But anybody that stole from you, stole out of your account, anybody that stole your credit card information or whatever, who added it to their Apple Pay, press charges against them. Get your alerts back on your bank. Get your alerts back on your credit cards. Get your alerts, because whoever this person is, they don't want you to know that they did it. They going to jail for stealing your money. They think they got away with it. It's only a matter of time. Even if it was the people at the bank. Get alerts. Go through your statements. Look through everything. And pursue it to the highest degree. Now, I don't know about, they got these different lawyers now that's helping people get their money back from people stealing out of their accounts. But see, it's usually the people at the bank that's doing it, or somebody that was close by you that had access where they could have taken your credit card information and added to their Apple Pay. And they was hoping you didn't find out about it. Pursue it to the highest degree and make sure they go to jail and put judgments on if they got a job, garnish their wages, get all your money back. Don't let them get away with it. Make sure they go to jail for sure, but you want your money back too. So make sure you do that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't playing with nobody. And you got to be heartless. When people steal from you, you have to be heartless. Because those are the people that don't care about you. They think they can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they out here doing all this evil shit and they think they can get away with it. Show them that you're not playing with them. What they say in the South, you got to let them show that the fat, they don't believe that fat meat is greasy. You got to show them. If somebody steal from you, pursue it to the highest degree, no matter who it is. I don't care if it's a family member or a friend that stole your information. Put their ass in jail for stealing out of your account, stealing your credit card. They think they got away with it. They need to be in jail for a long time. And don't be soft about it. Make sure they go to jail. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to just let them go. How they going to learn a lesson if you let them get away with it? That's what you got to do. Make sure you pursue it to the highest degree and put their ass in jail. Because if somebody could steal from you, somebody else might unalive them for stealing from them. You might be just doing them a favor by making sure they go to jail. Just make sure you pursue it to the highest degree and don't play with these people. Okay, so we're going to let me see these other cards. I think I got a little bit more time. Any questions? Somebody want to ask some questions? Let's see. We're going to try these. We're going to see what these got to say. Okay, we're going to see. Okay, these are going to be real quick. I'm going to do this real fast. I don't know where my husband is. You guys are so awesome. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. If you're ever in Michigan, please call. I only see people by appointment only. I'm here 3 days out of the week. And I am looking for some people to collab with. This is my husband. I don't know why he is. I'm sorry. I got to let him know that I'll be. Let me just try to do this real quick. Darn it. 1 second. Sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to finish it up. So let me just, forgive me. Okay, so we're going to just do this. Any questions? I get for the court in Los Angeles. Oh, okay. The only thing I recommend you to do is, if you really want that position, what I would do is that if you know the human resource manager's information, I would pray to Saint, what saint is that? Saint Joseph, the worker. And then what I would do is honey, can you lock the door? Sorry. Thank you. Forgive me. I'm almost finished. Yeah. And then what I would do is, I don't know if it's a phone interview or if it is a in-person interview. I recommend, if you're going to do it, if you're a spiritual person, I would take, like, before you go for the interview, I would take like a spiritual bath. I would pray before I go to the interview. I would do the 91st Psalms. I would pray 3 times before I go in for the interview. And then I would take like a white bath, like a purifying bath, maybe a white bath with like maybe white flowers, and just get a purified look, you know? So I truly believe, like, if you're going to do that, you want to cleanse any type of negativity. Because see, when you go to these job interviews, even if you do like a Zoom video, they judge you by the way you look. It's not about race. It's not about culture. It's about your aura. Everybody's spiritual now. So you want to be able to have that. You know those baths that J-Lo talk about? That's the bath you need to take, and you'll get the job. I think she take those milk baths. I don't know. I call them a purifying bath. You add white flowers to it, a little bit of honey. You know, you can pray, do the Our Father prayer. But before you go into the meeting and before you do the interview over the phone, you need to do this bath the night before you go to the interview, or the night before you do the phone meeting. And then you need to sweeten your words. You need to put honey on your tongue as you speak to them, so your words will come out sweet. It really works. So, you know, because the thing about it is that people judge you by the way you speak, and they also judge you by the way you look, no matter what you look like. But most people that's spiritual, they don't care what you look like. They judge you by your spirit. So that's why you need to clean your aura with that purifying bath, that famous bath that J-Lo takes. It's a white purifying bath that she takes with white flowers, milk. I think she do it with honey. It gives you like a, it's a purifying bath. Yeah, it's very popular. Okay, let's see. Anybody else have any more questions? And good luck. I hope you get the job too. Remember, pray to Saint Joseph. Yep, that's right. And you'll get the job. You'll see. Just do that and just pray. Do the 91 Psalms before you walk in there. Or if you do you got to do a Zoom video, make sure you do that white bath. Anyway, any other questions? I'm going to go and find out what's going on. Spirits, we're going to find out who do anybody have to worry about and who we need to be worried about in the collective, this negative hater who's out here trying to sabotage because they mad they can't be in your good graces. We're going to find out who it is. You're welcome, beautiful. And my number, if you ever want to call me, just conversation, 248-215-2497. You can call me anytime. Not now, though, because I'm getting ready to go home and go to sleep, but you can call me anytime you want. If it's during the day, if I don't call you back, leave a message, and I promise the way I am online is the way I am in person. I like to crack jokes, too. I'm pretty funny. If you guys don't see the video now, I'm going to put it on the YouTube video. Sandi+Oshun, the Spiritual Guru. On YouTube. Sandi+Oshun, the Spiritual Guru. Okay, so we're going to find out who this hater is, why they got a problem with you. We're going to find out who right now. You're going to find out. And remember, forgive your enemies. They don't know. They just mad because they can't control you. If a person don't like you, they just mad because they can't control you. That's all it is. Don't take it personal. Just be like, okay, they just mad. They can't be a part of my world no more. Don't be mad at them because they mad at you. Just ignore them. Cut ties, block them. Don't have nothing to do with them. And I promise you, your life is going to level up like never before. Like I noticed when I stopped helping people that was ciphering my energy, I started getting my glow back. I started looking, like myself. Because I was helping so many people, but they were like sucking like my energy off. So when when people would look at me in some of my pictures, I look so tired because I do cleansings. I do all kinds of stuff. I do my Reiki. I do my healing treatments here. And I literally had to stop helping certain people because every time they came to me, they had the same problems. I'm like, how you going to still have the same problems? And I said, you got to figure out who you around. See, a lot of times people don't want to hear the truth. Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. So the thing about it is that, yeah. The only thing I can say is that you just got to focus on just, it's a lot of people that wear a lot of fake masks. You got to, I just think in life, what I learned, from, losing my animal, because it talks about loss. First of all, anytime you have an animal or anybody or even a person that you love, first of all, you have to understand that death is a part of life. And you got to remember all the good. And then sometimes it makes you want to go harder. Like, you know what? I'm going to really go in. I'm going to really enjoy my life. I'm going to travel. I'm going to go to all these cool places. And I'm going to live my best life. So sometimes death sometimes reminds you that you need to live and do a lot of it. Because as you get older, you don't have that kind of time no more. So while you still young, enjoy your life. If you ain't got no time to be sad, feeling sorry for yourself, enjoy your life. You don't have time to be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm so sad. Travel, go out, go to a party, go listen to some jazz, go listen to some rock music. Get out and have fun. Don't just sit back and be sad. Don't do that. And then if anybody's thinking about, getting married or whatever, I just say, just get counseling first. Be with who gets you, be with who gets you. And you don't want to be with somebody that's real needy. Seriously. Be with somebody that's going to be your Michelle Obama, like she was for Barack. Get you somebody that's going to be like a Beyonce for Jay-Z. Or vice versa. I mean, and my readings are for he or she. Don't get you nobody that's weak. Get you somebody stronger than you. Yeah, whoever it is, they don't really want to deal with loneliness right now. Yeah. Yeah, they just, you got a lot of people right now that's just focusing on just, I mean, you got one thing I like is that this for the present, it just talks about, you got a lot to look forward to, but, I think the people that want a family life know why you want one. Don't have one because you lonely. Because you got some people that just go with a ready-made family. You go hook up with somebody with kids already, be like, okay, we're a family. But you can always adopt, too. Yeah, you got a person that's got like a mind of imagination, but they also got an adventurous spirit that they want to start using. But you got to be careful of somebody trying to set you up and rob you. Somebody been watching you, so be careful. Okay? But you got a lot of good stuff coming, and your dreams are going to come true. Let's see. They are. Yeah, you got to be careful of somebody trying to play you and think that you the CEO of the idiots. That's my favorite. I need to get a t-shirt that say the CEO of the idiots. You don't want nobody to think that you're the CEO of the idiots. Okay, yeah, so collaboration is coming and a lot of good stuff is coming. Like I wouldn't mind collabing with some people that if I feel like, cause I like to promote some of my products or whatever. But I would like to first see how, they, like start off with the first products. And I would like go higher. Like if I saw that they were actually bringing in revenue, like where I could see a difference in sales. Oh yeah, I would definitely go higher with the rate, And I think what I would do is I would start off with a set amount, and I would probably pay them twice a month. And if I see quality, or if it's I see a nice return, then I would go higher with the collaboration. So I think that a lot of these people, even if you collab with them, you got some people who are just like, they don't really care about your product. Like my products, I like to use stuff, I sell stuff to help people. So, I don't know. You got some people who they don't really care about your products. So, yeah, you got to be careful just keeping your eyes open to different things. Try to be able to be open-minded to new hobbies. And also, just be careful of somebody trying to get you caught up in like some old bullshit trap. Yeah, try to get rest too. And it's saying that you got somebody that's like really hating on you. They're really trying to bully you, but you got to act like you don't care. And you got a lot of good stuff coming, but it's like somebody's going to start giving you your flowers. They're going to start letting you know, like, guess what? We like you. You're okay with us. They're going to be treating you like you the greatest thing since sliced bread. But this one right here hits home. So I definitely miss my little Creamy the cat. But like I said, thank God, if you got an older cat or older dog, get them a little pal, a little friend to play with. Because as they get older, you want to keep them busy. You don't want your animal to grow old by themselves. At least, I was able to let them have a little companionship. A little cat friend. So if you got an older animal or a dog or a cat, get them a companion. Don't have them just be by themselves, because as they get up in age, they're going to be more needy. They're going to be wanting affection. You're going to have to get them like a little friend to play with. Don't have your animal by themselves. Give them a little friend. Okay. So saying somebody wants to invest in some kind of real estate, try to, if you gonna be invited to do like any type of political stuff, make sure you're getting paid for it. Don't just be showing up just because you want attention. Just don't have these people paying you, and if people disrespecting you, do a pause for the cause. Be like, no. And you got to be careful if somebody trying to cause an accident, and somebody want to see you homeless, and they want to see you in a situation where you have like some kind of confinement. So be careful of that. But be very careful who you are friends with, and don't share your ideas with people. Yeah, somebody got like a demon rat in their back. Look, you can't help them. Only thing I can tell you is this. Put God first in everything you do, and just pray for them to stay away from you. If they getting themselves in all kind of crazy stuff, like before I help people, I don't mind helping them. But if you've been doing all kind of evil stuff, don't expect me and my crew to save you, because I'm not helping everybody no more. I got people all over the world that I can call and I can refer you to. Like if you can't come to me, I got people in LA, I got people in Georgia, I got people like in other countries, in other cities, in New York, New Orleans, I got different types of people that can help you everywhere. But if you brought the stuff on yourself, that's your karma. I mean, people be wanting people to interfere with their karma. They brought on themselves. Somebody want you to be in a relationship with them and somebody else, or they want to be in a relationship with you and whoever you're involved with. Some people are into that, you know. But somebody's sick, so you got to be careful. Somebody that's got an illness. So make sure people get their little checkups. Any questions? Anybody want to ask anything else? Anything else you want to know? So come on, just ask any questions. Come on, any questions? Okay, we're going to see what's going on in the past. So just be very mindful of that, you know. I mean, I think it's a good time to invest in real estate. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, 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 Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I'm gonna post this on my YouTube. And thanks again for all your well wishes and for sending your condolences for my little Creamy the cat. I'm gonna have like a nice collage of beautiful pictures. My cat could have been a cat model. So, yeah. I was trying to protect him, but see, even if you try to protect your animal, I never let him go outside. I just was so overprotective of him. And you know what? He still got sick. But you know, old age, I think in anybody get up in age, you got to take care of yourself. Because they can get sick just like we do. Yeah, so just be careful. It's like try to put yourself in a position. Somebody wants to go back to school to learn a profession. Just make sure you know if you can afford it. You don't want to get yourself in a situation where you owe a bunch of student loans. They got a lot of classes that's free. You don't have to pay a lot of money. You know, so a lot of times they got a lot of community colleges. They got city grants. Okay, because somebody got a real goal. Okay, so just forgive people. You know, you got a lot of people that ain't wishing. You know, it's like they want you to end your own career. So just be careful of that energy. You know, just keep yourself protected. You know, this is the moment of learning. Like I said, it's all about getting yourself in a position like somebody don't want to see you level up. But it's almost like they want you to curse yourself. So whoever this person is a stubborn person, but they're mad because you're not doing what they want you to do. So what you need to do is focus on protecting your peace. It's very important to be an introvert right now, because being an introvert, what it does is protect you from the noise. If you don't really want to do something, don't do it. And, you know, I rebuke the spirit of fear. I rebuke the spirit of fear. If somebody don't want to see you shine, that's their problem. Keep shining. And tell them, please get some sunglasses. You don't want to blind them with your shine. Yeah, you got a lot of good stuff coming. But like I said, half of this stuff already happened. So it's basically whatever was preparing you for the future, that same person that you don't deal with no more was trying to stop you. Yep. It's like they see that you got somebody that you can grow old with, and they don't have nobody to grow old with. And they mad at you that you didn't stick around for their foolishness. So now they're getting older now. So whoever this person is, they wasted a lot of time. They might be in their late 50s, early 60s, or even 70s, and they wasted so much time. And they see you living your best life, and they don't want to see you happy. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe I had an opportunity to be with this perfect person, but they were so superficial, they messed it up for themselves. Any questions before I go? Any questions? Let me make sure. I hope I didn't miss out on any, so I can make sure I got everybody. And you can check it out. Like whatever you don't see, you'll be able to see it on my YouTube video. I'll be able to post it. I got some other videos I got to post too. Oh, nice meeting you too. Okay, let's see. All right. Let me see what else. Let's see. Anybody can ask a question before I go, because I have to leave. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get on more often, but I can't really promise, because if I don't have a word, I can't make myself. I mean, I have to wait for the Spirit to tell me what to say, because I won't know. I have to write everything down. Like, as soon as the Spirit starts talking to me, I write it down. Like, I have to write everything down. I have to write it down. And sometimes I have to find anything to write on because when the Spirit starts talking, I have to write it down. So remember what I was saying, that somebody at one of those dialysis clinics, they're putting people that's paying them $10,000 or more. The Spirit said it was $5,000 to $10,000 that they're paying people to be on top of the list, to go above people that's been on the list for years. So they're going to get caught. It's going to come. You might even hear it in the news. Okay, any other questions before I go? Thank you so much for watching and being part of my little moment here. You guys are so sweet. I just want to tell you, I really appreciate you guys watching. And if you don't see the video, I got to finish up now. I'm going to add it to YouTube if they let me add the whole thing. Because I had 2 hours and 40-something minutes of video time, and they cut it down to 40-something minutes. So it was a lot of stuff that I had to share the last time. And I think the last video I was talking about was telling people to be careful of their infants. Like anybody that had a newborn baby or a little baby, they have to be careful of, not putting a lot of covers on them, and make sure they sleep correctly, because it's the Spirit saying that the baby could, be unalive with the vomit or something if they don't have a baby. If you're a young mom, get help from an older person, because you don't want to lose your baby by being ignorant. Get you an older person to tell you what you need to do for your baby. Because if you don't know what to do, ask for help. Because if something happens to your kid, you can get in trouble for child neglect if something happens to it. They don't play about kids, especially babies. So I'm just saying you got to be careful how the baby sleeps at night, because something can happen where you just watch the newborns. If anybody that knows somebody that just had a newborn or had a newborn a few months ago, or even this month or last month, they have to watch the baby how it sleeps, okay? Because the baby could die from crib death, or something where the covers, too much covers, or something with the food not digesting in their system. So protect your babies, okay? All right, so I'm going to go. I'm going to do a quick prayer. Lord God, in Jesus' name, I ask you to protect and, everyone that is watching. We forgive anyone that has sent negative spiritual daggers towards us. We forgive them. They know not what they do. We ask you, Lord, to let them know a better way, and let them know that they can shine too. We ask you for the protection, and we ask you to give us the Spirit. The only Spirit that we know that you really can give us is the Holy Spirit to lead us and guide us. And I just ask you, Lord, to just never let me give up on helping people, and let me always have a pure spirit, and let me always be forgiving. In Jesus' name, amen. Have a wonderful evening, and I'm going to try to get on more. Hopefully you guys will join me for Sunday. I'm going to be doing a meditation workshop. I'm going to do a live meditation workshop. And then I got some other stuff coming up that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be probably doing like some different events. But if you are in Michigan, always call me 248-215-2497, or you can always call me over the phone. Have a blessed night, and please be safe. 248-215-2497. You can call me and leave a message. I am doing readings, but I'm only doing phone readings now. If you're here in Michigan, I will be seeing people here at the shop. Have a wonderful evening. And again, if you do want a phone reading, 248-215-2497. And if you're balling on a budget, I do the little short reads too. Have a wonderful evening. And I just want to say thanks again for the condolences. You guys get 1,000,000 cool points for that. That actually made me feel better, and it cheered me up too. Stay awesome and stay blessed. Take care.